beautiful look there, peering down on the National Mall of Washington, D.C. It's the Marlins and the Nationals. Next on the show. Nighttime baseball now from the district as you get a look inside beautiful Nationals Park in Washington. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. I'm joined by Eric Karros and the newest member of our team, Steve Lyons, as we delve into our pitching matchup here in the opener.
Yeah, two guys here making their second starts of the year, each of them coming off of a victory in their first time around, so they'd obviously like to build on those performances and get this season off to a really good start.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Miami Marlins, as their order will read like this. They'll match up here against a guy who's really come into his own, the right-hander Jordan Zimmerman. Christian Yelich will move towards the batter's box as we're just about set to get underway tonight.
Tonight for Miami, left fielder Christian Yelich.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
First pitch, 7-0-7.
And that misses 1-1. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
And that misses ball 4, so not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much, but he's going to reach base anyway.
Donovan Solano will get his first shot here as you check out his numbers from 2013.
And it's been a good start to 2014. He's got to be happy with the way he's come out of the gate swinging the bat.
Now a double play ball here for Zimmerman at third. One there, on to first to complete the double play.
Boy, this is just a gift right here. I mean, when you've got the pitcher out there and he can't find the strike zone with a map, why are you going to help him? You don't go up there and swing at the first pitch. And if you do, you better not bounce into a double play. That is bad baseball right there.
Giancarlo Stanton will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
First pitch coming. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer at that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Marlins down quietly, and now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Starting lineup for Washington looks like this. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. And there you see Denard Span as he gets ready to lead off the home half of inning number 1.
The center fielder, Denard Span.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And this is fouled back and out of play. Two-two pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full. 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Yeah, not what you want to do here in this hostile ballpark. Walk the leadoff guy who just happens to be a threat to go every time he's on first. Tough way to start things out.
Jason Worth will get his first shot here with the runner on following the leadoff walk. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Span runs. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Span the runner at first with nobody out. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And Worth is going to reach. That's a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding, the second baseman at double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there, and he just bounces it right through the opening.
Ryan Zimmerman will dig in here. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. In there, 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
With the first 2 guys of the inning on base, that's a big strikeout there on their number 3 hitter. He'll probably get 3 or 4 more shots at it before this game's over, but he might not get a better RBI opportunity than that one.
Wilson Ramos will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. Now the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Now the double steal is on here. Has to reach for that one as he fouls it away to the right side. It's 1-2 now. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. Solano for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital with no score. Garrett Jones will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
The next pitch. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
And right here, if the defense is playing straight up, you figure this has a good chance to get up the middle. But you can see the shortstop lining up just to the right of second base, so the shift works to a T, and they get the 6-3 putout.
Brian Bogusevic will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Now here's a hard hit ball caught out there at second base, and that will become out number 2.
Well, don't worry. I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And coming up, the switch-hitting backstop, Jared Saltalamacchia. First pitch coming. And here's a fastball called for strike one. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Very economical to start out there. Got through that first inning on just 9 pitches. He's got a chance to keep it in single digits here again in the second.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And he'll make the catch just in front of the screen, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Bryce Harper will stand in, and you can see that early season average up into the high 300s now. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And, oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit. So with the leadoff man aboard, we take you back to the 1970s. EK and I were probably still watching Saturday morning cartoons, but it happened on this date in baseball history. Adam LaRoche will be the batter.
Come on, Ab, let's go.
Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball one. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Maybe too much break on the slider, 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
Now the 3-1 home. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Ian Desmond will get his first shot at it here. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Come now, here we go.
Now Desmond swings and hits a high fly ball with some carry on it to deep left field. And this one is over the wall, into the bullpen in left, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left as the Nats move out in front now, 3-0.
Well, this is a pitch he'd love to have back. You can see where it is. Catching way too much of the plate. Now he's going to have to start this inning over from scratch, but with already 3 runs on the board.
Anthony Rendon will step in now.
Batting eighth, second baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's 1 away.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good strong throw to first to get him easily.
Jordan Zimmerman will take his cuts now. This for the second baseman, Solano. Throw on to the first baseman, Jones is in time. 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 2,
Denard Span will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And he continues to hit the ball well, as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Jason Worth will stand in. A base hit his first time around. And that misses, ball 1.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
Go Nats.
3-0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
3 runs already home here. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Ryan Zimmerman will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And he takes ball one. Sooner or later, I think, you got to get somebody else in here who can throw a strike.
Yeah, I think the emphasis should be on sooner.
And this will be fouled away. Good eye there by young Zimmerman as he moves ahead in the count 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
And now this is strike two called as he shakes his head. 2-2 now.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
2 down, runners at first and second. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Now a ball hit fouled off to the right and up into the crowd. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0 now. Wilson Ramos will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this is on the ground for call at short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We've played 2. It's 4-0 Washington. Ty Wigginton will lead things off. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Ty Wigginton.
Here's the first offering. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now after the 4-run inning, we'll get to see if he approaches things any differently now that he's working with the lead. You figure the approach will be similar, but That's a good job anyway of getting the first out here.
So 1 out now for the Marlins in their half of the third. And stepping in now, the shortstop, Rafael, for a call. Now a fastball is hit on the ground towards second. And the throw to LaRoche is in time, 2 gone. Tom Kohler will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Here's the first offering. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Let's go, DC.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Here's the 2-2 home. And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Miami down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Bryce Harper will stand in here, the starting center fielder on last year's NL All-Star team.
Fielder. Right.
Now here's the first pitch. Line hard. Foul. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike 2, says the third base umpire. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. Wigginton is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
One away now in the Washington third, and stepping in as the first baseman, Adam LaRoche. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
And, oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
I think generous is the word here. That looked like it was 6 inches off the plate.
And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting.
Well, not sure what we're waiting for up there. I mean, these look to me like pretty good pitches to hit, and it just seemed like he never got a really good feel for any of them.
Ian Desmond will stand in now, the recipient of a National League Silver Slugger Award for his contributions at shortstop last year. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle, and I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Probably his best located pitch so far, right on the outside corner, and that's the spot he's going to need to start finding.
Hey, tough in there.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a swing and a miss, as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They lead it 4-0. Christian Yelich will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Left fielder, Christian Yelich.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch, something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Hard hit towards center. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out.
Making a bid here to pick up their very first hit of the ball game. This might have been their best opportunity so far. You know, it's certainly hit hard enough, but he's got it in his sights out there in the outfield, and he's able to put it away and keep him out of the hit column.
Donovan Solano will stand in. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Here's the 2-0. Slider taken for a called strike, 2-1. Two-one pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the 4th.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
I don't think there are too many guys in this lineup that could have laid off that 0-2 pitch. That's a real tough take.
The 1-2. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Stays alive here as this is fouled off to the right. And maybe an excuse me swing there as this is tapped in front of the mound. Throw on to LaRoche is going to be in time, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They trail here 4-0. Anthony Rendon will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. First offering on the way. Lays off 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. And he'll take strike 3 called. Make it 3 straight punch-outs now on the mound. 1 away.
Now batting.
Jordan Zimmerman will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. And the pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Now a ball hit high and deep out there to left center field. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
That actually wasn't too bad a swing there. You know, sometimes you can catch those outfielders playing far too shallow with a pitcher up there, but he was able to keep this one in his sights and make the play.
So 2 are gone now in the Nationals' 4th. And we'll go back to the top of the order now for Denard Span. Now here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
Yeah, and you know what? You've got a better matchup on deck here with 2 outs. So on 3-1 now, they may not take any chances with this guy.
Now a ground ball towards the hole. And now against his body, a jump throw. The throw's a low one, and he can't make the scoop at first as it's in and out of the glove.
Yeah, not a real good throw that time. We'll see it again. Almost a great save at first. But you see, he just sort of knocks it down right in front of him. Maybe he didn't open that glove as wide as he could have. That'll be a throwing error.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Right center field. He goes the other way, and he'll have extra bases to show for it. Around third and being waved on home. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
That's a nice job here of cashing in with 2 outs. You could see they were shaded to pull, but he slices this ball the other way. Forces the outfielder to have to cover some ground fielding this thing, and as a result, that runner's going to come all the way around to score from first.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Jacob Turner is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Ryan Zimmerman will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Oh, this is hit hard towards second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home, and the run will score from second here as that breaks it open to a 6-0 lead. Wilson Ramos will try and keep things going now with the runner at first following the RBI single. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Now the 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Come on, Ned.
Swing, and ooh, he saws him off with that one. And the pitcher will just run over and take this one himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Nationals 6 and the Marlins nothing. Garrett Jones will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Garrett Jones.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And this is fouled straight back. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The shift will be of little importance here as this is lifted in the air out to left field. There to gather it in is Worth for the first out of the inning.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys get me 6 runs of support, I think we're going to be okay. This is a pretty tough hole to climb out of now.
Brian Bogusevic will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. And that misses for ball 1. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Jared Saltalamacchia will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And you know, he's been the beneficiary of most of the calls here tonight, but I think that's one that he thought he should have had.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Bryce Harper will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Right fielder, Bryce Harper.
Now a swing and a ball hit foul to first as the first base coach had to do a little skip to my loo there. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
And we're going to check out that sequence right here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches all going to be down in the strike zone. So you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else down around the knees. But that's when they change things up and change the eye level of the hitter, and they get that last pitch by him right at the letters.
Adam LaRoche will stand in. Called out on strikes his last time. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Out in front of the curve that time, as this is in the air toward fairly deep right field. And some trouble now in right field. Around second, he'll try for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
I'm not sure if he got the greatest break on this ball out there in right field. You're going to see him leap right here at the end, and by the time he's able to run that thing down, it's not in time, and we're looking at a triple.
Ian Desmond will stand in. He homered back in the 2nd inning of this one. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees, and you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one, as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and one off the wall out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
Anthony Rendon will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Now here's a swing and a ground ball. Throw on to the first baseman. Jones is in time. 2 away now.
Well, that's every bit as good as a strikeout right here. Right back to him. He checks the runner, turn around, and make that throw to first. That's a big out.
Jordan Zimmerman will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, he's just going to go right on taking pitches. You have to throw strikes here with 2 outs, especially when you got the pitcher up there.
7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Desmond takes his lead at second. The pitch. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a swing and a ground ball, and no shot for Wigginton. This is down the line, a fair ball.
Oh, and that's just a killer right there. An absolute dagger. A 2-out, 2-strike RBI by the pitcher, and whoa, that one hurts.
Denard Span will be the batter. He reached on an error and later scored his last time. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second, so there are 2 on now with 2 away.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Jason Worth will see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home here in the inning so far. First pitch to him. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Swing and a liner towards second. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Nationals 8 and the Marlins nothing. Ty Wigginton will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Third baseman, Ty Wigginton.
Come on, DC.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. He stays alive as this is grounded foul. The next 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Now a fastball, and he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's the first out.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Rafael Furcal will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. No runs, no hits, and one error so far for the Marlins. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And now a pitch on the way. Oh, look out now. Guys don't like it when you miss up and in like that.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
And that is going to be their first hit of the ball game, as this is into left field for a solid single.
Well, a lot of switch hitters like to use the whole field, and this guy's no different. And he just sprays this thing the other way, and he's got himself a one-out single.
Reed Johnson will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Harper is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
And with the big lead, he can afford to take a few chances with that fastball. And here, this one works out for him because this is nothing more than an easy fly ball.
Christian Yelich will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
All right, let's go.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Fastball just a bit low here. He's behind 2-0 now. A runner on first with 2 away.
Oh, I'm feeling good about this one.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
An eye on for a call, now the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. And now a swing and a ball hit in the air out to left field. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Nationals 8 and the Marlins nothing. Carlos Marmol will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Ryan Zimmerman will stand in, and he'll lead off in the Washington 6th.
For Washington, third baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Let's go, man.
A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
He's gonna make you sing.
And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, as they'll need to throw down to first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the putout.
Wilson Ramos will stand in now, hoping to get on track, as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Righty against righty, as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Outside, 3-0 now.
3 straight strikes to the first hitter in the inning. 3 straight balls now to the second.
One out, nobody on.
Let's go, man. Here we go.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Pitch on the way. And he misses, ball 4.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Bryce Harper will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
Let's go, Dad.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
Look out for the double play.
Now ball line foul up and over the Nationals dugout. Here's the 1-1. And this ball will be chopped foul. On a big swing as he takes this one to the opposite field. High and deep to left center. Bogusevic's back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Well, if this is a day game, this is a home run. You know, a night game, much different story here. This place just doesn't have the same kind of carry to it under the lights. This winds up being a long out to the warning track.
Adam LaRoche will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. And he gets around on the fastball here and sends one deep down the right field line. And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. Nationals leave 1 as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Back here at Nationals Park, this one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Donovan Solano will get us started here for Miami, and he'll have backup in the form of Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that's through into right, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Giancarlo Stanton will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
And you can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
A runner at first with no outs here. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Boy, a leadoff single, now a 3-0 count. Not exactly the way you want to start things out on the mound.
And this is hit in the air over toward the left field line. Worth will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now he continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
First baseman, Garrett Jones.
Garrett Jones will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Ball 1.
No, that's it.
Come on,
Oh, and he's waiting on the fastball that time as he belts one high and deep to right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only one away.
And I guess here that the runner on first base is waiting to see if the ball's going to be caught or not. You can see it bang off the outfield wall, but that indecision is going to cost him right there. And this will wind up being nothing but a loud single.
Brian Bogusevic will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And this is on the outside corner for strike one.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
First and second now, one man out. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
Yeah, curveball, then changeup here on the first couple pitches. Now might be the time to see him run that fastball in on his hands. Maybe try and get this guy to pop something up.
Hey, double him up.
Fouled back. Now a double play ball here for Zimmerman at third. To second for one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Henry Rodriguez will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Ian Desmond will stand in as we'll flash you back to the second inning as you get a look at this key three-run home run. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. A little bit outside. 2-1. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike two.
2-2.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And this is where, as a pitcher, you've got to approach each inning like it's an entirely new ball game. If you start dwelling on the deficit you're in right now, the hole that you've already dug yourself into, you're bound to make some more mistakes and just compound the problems. So that was a good start to a new inning right here.
Anthony Rendon will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Off the plate again, and it's 2-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Bases are empty, one man out. Now the 2-0 home. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
He's gonna walk the ballpark.
Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike one.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
One out, nobody on.
Come on, Dad.
Strike two called, and it's full 3-2.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Three-two, here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Jordan Zimmerman will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Yeah.
2 out, nobody on.
Let's go, Dad.
And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Another 0-2 home. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
All right, Dad, go.
Here's the pitch. And that's taken outside for a ball, so he's worked it back to 2-2 now.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
In the air to center. Bogusevic is underneath this one. as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Nationals gone in order as the lead holds at 8-0. Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And the 8th will start with a bang, as this should be extra bases. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Well, I think this was going to be 2 bases for sure, but then all heck breaks loose getting it back in. He winds up taking third on the throwing error.
Ty Wigginton will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips. Now the first pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. On a big swing there by Wigginton, but he didn't get it. Strike 2.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
Let's finish him off.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. 8th inning here from our nation's capital. Homestanding Nationals lead this one as you get a look at the line score through the first 7 and change. Rafael Furcal will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now a fastball driven the other way out to deep left field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And there goes the shutout as the run scores on the sac fly, and they finally hit the board here in the 8th.
Yeah, they had to scratch and claw to get it done, but this sac fly finally gets him on the board. Hey, the way things are going, he'll take it.
Rob Brantley will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Rob Brantley.
First pitch on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Now after that sac fly, this is where you got to just clear the deck and start this inning over.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-2. Low for a ball as he battles back from down 0-2 to even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to LaRoche takes care of him, and with that, the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Washington leads this one 8-1. A.J. Ramos will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Denard Span will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
The center fielder, Denard Span.
Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Stanton is there, and that's not the way you want to start the bottom of the 8th. 1 pitch, 1 gone. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Jason Worth will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
Now the 1-0 pitch. And that's inside, looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back-to-back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Outside, 3-0 now. Due next, there's Ryan Zimmerman. The 3-0 pitch. That one's in there, 3-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there. That allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Ryan Zimmerman will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Well, for Worth, that gives him 5 doubles now on the year. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Grounded foul off to the left, so they'll do it again. And this is fouled back and out of play. And now time is called here as in the bitterest of April ironies, a beach ball has made its way onto the field. And as I reach for another jacket and a cup of coffee, there's some kind of cruel joke in play right about now. Fastball, and that ran in on him as he had to limbo out of the way that time. Well, one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Full count now, 3-2. How about this for an at-bat?
Best we've seen tonight, no question.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3-2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Wilson Ramos will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Yeah, the velocity's good here, but I'm not so sure about the location. That was right down the middle.
Keep the inning alive, guys.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Fouled straight back. And here's a ball hit in the air. Jones takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting 1 out.
Bryce Harper will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. A ball hit hard to the left side. That's in there. Base hit. And he'll be tagged out heading toward the plate. And with that, the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We've played 8 full. It's the Nationals 8 and the Marlins 1. Christian Yelich will start it off here in their half of the 9th, and no sign of a reliever. They're going to let him try to finish this one off.
Well, he's been brilliant so far, so why not see if he can take it the distance? It just doesn't happen these days very often.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there.
And he lays off for ball 1. And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game. Now the 1-1 pitch. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
And for all the pitches he's thrown, only one walk so far. That's a little bit surprising.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Oh, he's definitely had his way with the bottom of the lineup so far. They've got only one hit against him combined, and he sets another man down on strikes right here.
Donovan Solano will dig in. He singled his last time around. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, a first pitch out is nice anytime, but when you've already thrown over 100 pitches, that's a gift.
Marlins down to their final out now, and set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And now this crowd, announced at around 22,000, comes to their feet. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Foul. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Around first, heading for second now. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
And this is a welcome sight for these guys. It's just the second extra base hit they've had tonight. And it comes at a time when they really need to start stringing some base hits together.
Garrett Jones will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. Lays out, and he makes a spectacular catch. What a way to end this one.
And how about that for putting an exclamation point on a victory? Just a super play there to record the final out with some style.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but Anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does nothing but help your club in the long run.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 8-1. Good night from D.C.